During the Spanish Inquisition in New Spain in 1566, this mansion served as its headquarters. Construction of the current Baroque structure began in the early 18th century on the site's foundations, but the true draw is the building's ominous past. In fact, seeing this notorious structure that once sowed dread throughout the nation would be lacking on any tour of Mexico City's historic district. It was here that the enemies of Christianity were led through the massive doors to be tortured and imprisoned. Executions such as hanging, drawing, and quartering or burning at the stake were common methods of execution for these individuals. The residents of Mexico City, affectionately called the Palace Jail of Perpetuity, because of the very low survival rate of inmates. Many people were persecuted during the Inquisition, including women who were accused of witchcraft, the expanding population of Spanish ex-converso Jews who had supposedly returned to Judaism from Christianity, and the many rebels who had fought for political reform or independence from Spain. Occasionally, individuals accused of espionage for the competing colonial powers of England, Portugal, France, or Holland were also persecuted, along with a small number of courageous academics who advocated for the separation of religion and science, or who were accused of the misdeed of teaching controversial or heretical subjects that ran counter to established religious teachings. The colonial Spanish Empire in Mexico began to crumble towards the close of the 18th century. In 1820, after a brutal war of independence, Mexico was proclaimed an independent country following the Spanish defeat. People reportedly departed in tears, yelling, "God is going to punish us," as the establishment shut down, according to the accounts. After Mexico gained its independence, the palace was despised for its shady history, which led to its abandonment and subsequent dilapidated status for a long time. At auction, no one was interested in buying the structure, and an archbishop paid the lowest amount feasible for it 20 years later. In the years that followed, the structure changed ownership many times, serving as a boarding school, a lottery office, and a soldier's barracks. Ironically, it became the National School of Medicine in the 1850s. It is still in use by the school today, and it also serves as a museum with displays on Mexico's medical history.